This is Doreen Skolnick. I am the clinical social worker with the brain injury department at Gaylord Hospital. Today we're going to go over the caregiver's guide of how to help when you have somebody with a brain injury living at home. All right, so who does the ABI, acquired brain injury, affect? And one of the things that we have come to realize is it is not just a patient, it affects the entire family. Caregivers of someone with an ABI face some very unique challenges. Some of these challenges include managing their physical impairments, understanding some of the changes in thinking, shifts in your loved one's behavior, and also communication issues. And it's very, very normal for caregivers to experience their own frustration, their own anger. Why did this happen? How did this happen? Their difficulty adjusting to the loved one's change in personality or thinking. Something to understand with any form of recovery is this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And each recovery is unique. Recovery is gradual. There is no predictable timeline. Patience and persistence does equate to positivity. Small steps and milestones contribute to progress. There are too many responsibilities that can overwhelm a family caregiver. One of the things is it's important to ask for help, utilize family, friends, and external resources during this period of time. What does help, and very, very important, is to have predictable, consistent routines because they can provide stability for you and your loved one. Also, with a routine, they tend to reduce anxiety and they establish a general sense of security. Also, what has been found to be very, very useful is using a notebook. A notebook can help you plan and log events and can lead to a sense of control for a person with an acquired brain injury. Respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, something very, very important. When you have that spreads positivity. Avoid treating the person with the brain injury different by unintentionally talking down. A lot of patients will say to me they're not deaf and people tend to shout at them. All right, expressing pity and undermining their sense of adulthood. Family members and caregivers often undermine without being intentional about a patient's sense of adulthood. And what do I mean by that is, yes, we tend to talk down to them. We think they don't understand, so we talk over them. We don't put them as part of the decision-making process. We don't think that they can even do any basic things. And yes, again, with a brain injury, they often do need assistance, but remember they were fully functioning people beforehand, so we need to respect that and give them some sense of autonomy. Consider the new normal. Letting go of expectations tied to past can help adapt to changes and focus on current abilities. The sooner you as a caregiver begin to accept the new normal, the quicker your loved one will begin to accept that there's a new normal. A new normal is not bad, it's just different. Prioritize self-care. During this period, it is so very important that you prioritize your own self-care. Remember what I said, this is a marathon. And as a marathon, this takes time. So during this period of time, you need to manage your own stress. You need to figure out how to handle intense emotions and always coming back to trying to figure out how to focus on the positive when you're dealing with a terrible situation. Enhancing communication, all right? When you're going through the crisis, communication is a key to understand what's normal, what's not normal, how do I deal with it? And any form of clear communication will reduce frustration and also enhances cooperation. What you want to always do is try to make sure that the person's attention is focused and try to encourage any form of open dialogue on feelings, concerns, or goals. And put yourself in their shoes. Always, I think what I say to families all the time is you're not their therapist, you're their family member. So you want to provide positive feedback. You want to help them through the process. And when I say put yourself in their shoes, you want them to hear from you, I get it. I know what you're going through. I know this is hard. They need to hear that from you as a family caregiver. Seek professional support. There are forms of professional support. There are community support groups. There are lots of programs here at Gaylord. We are here to help you and advise you of where to go and how to get additional support. Learn about an ABI. It's going to be very, very important during this process that you understand some of the medical aspects of an ABI, because that will then empower you to make informed decisions, advocate for the best care, and adapt support strategies. It's very hard to know sometimes when you're going through this to know, is this normal, is this not normal? So the more information you have, I think information gives you a sense of control when you've lost a certain sense of control of having someone with an ABI. Thank you so much for watching this very, very important video. Please join us in watching all the videos in the Brain Injury Education Series. Thank you.